Your engine isn't dying, it's being ignored. Most breakdowns come from skipped basics. Here are 9 simple fixes you can do today. And tip number 9 will save you serious cash because mechanics hate to talk about. These aren't magic potions or overpriced dealership services. Most of these fixes cost less than your daily coffee run and can be done in your own driveway. Tip number 1, clean the throttle body. Alright, let's start with the throttle body. Think of it as the lungs of your engine. Its only job is to control how much air gets inside, and just like you can't run well if you're breathing through a clogged straw, your engine struggles when this part gets gunked up. Over time, carbon, oil mist, and dirt coat the inside of the throttle body. That buildup chokes airflow, and suddenly your car feels sluggish, idles rough at stoplights, and drinks more gas than it should. Think you need a shop? Nope. A throttle body clean takes about 15 to 20 minutes and a $10 cleaner. Honestly, it's one of the easiest wins. Here's how you do it. Turn the car off, unplug the battery, safety first. Find the throttle body. It's connected to your air intake hose. Loosen the clamp, pull off the intake hose, and you'll see a butterfly-style plate inside. Chances are it's coated in black or brown gunk. That's your enemy. Spray throttle body cleaner inside, then gently scrub with a soft toothbrush or cloth. Hold the throttle plate open and clean both sides thoroughly. Let everything dry, reattach the hose, reconnect the battery, and fire up the engine. At first, it might idle rough for a minute while the computer adjusts, but once it settles, you'll notice smoother airflow, quicker throttle response, and a steadier idle. Do this every 30,000 miles, or whenever you feel your car hesitating, and you'll instantly restore lost performance without spending hundreds at a shop. Tip number 2, clean the mass airflow sensor. Next up, the mass airflow sensor, or MAF sensor for short. If the throttle body is the lungs, this little guy is the oxygen meter. Its job is to measure exactly how much air is flowing in, so the computer can match it with the perfect amount of fuel. When it's clean, your engine runs smooth as butter. When it's dirty, that's when you get sluggish acceleration, bad fuel economy, maybe even that dreaded check engine light. The tricky part is, a lot of people don't even realize their MAF sensor is the problem. They'll spend money on fuel additives, spark plugs, or even sensors they don't need, when all it takes is a quick cleaning. Here's how you do it. Locate the MAF sensor. Usually it's right by your air filter housing. Unplug the connector and carefully remove the sensor. Treat it like glass. Those wires inside are crazy delicate. Grab a can of MAF sensor cleaner. Only that, no substitutes. Spray the cleaner directly onto the sensor's wires or film. Do not scrub or touch them. Let it air dry completely. No blow dryers, no compressed air, just patience. Once dry, reinstall it, plug it back in, and you're done. It's smart to clean your MAF every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or anytime you replace the air filter. This tiny step can bring back lost power and save you from chasing phantom problems down the road. Tip number 3, clean or replace the air filter. Now let's talk about your air filter. Think of it as the mask your engine wears to keep dust, dirt, and bugs out of its lungs. When it's fresh, your engine breathes easy. But when it's clogged, it's like running a marathon while sucking air through a pillow. No power, terrible fuel economy, and long-term damage you don't even want to think about. The good news? This is one of the cheapest, easiest fixes you can do yourself. Here's how. Pop the hood and find the air filter box, usually a black plastic case near the engine. Open it up and pull the filter out. If it just looks dusty, grab some compressed air and blow the debris out, always from the clean side out. But if it's dark, greasy, torn, or just plain nasty, toss it. A new one usually costs less than 20 bucks. Drop in the fresh filter, close the box, and secure it with clips or screws. Done. You should check your air filter every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or more often if you live somewhere dusty like Arizona or Texas. Seriously, desert air will clog a filter faster than you can finish a road trip playlist. A clean filter means better airflow, stronger acceleration, and more miles per gallon. It's quick, cheap, and you'll feel the difference every time you hit the gas. Tip number 4, use high-quality fuel and additives. Alright, here's a tip that most people shrug off until their engine starts acting grumpy. The fuel you put in really matters. Cheap gas might save you a couple bucks at the pump, but it often has fewer detergents and more junk that leaves behind carbon and sludge inside your engine. It's basically fast food for your car. Sure, it fills the tank, but keep eating it and things go downhill quickly. Here's the golden rule. Whenever possible, use top-tier gasoline. It's a certification that means the fuel has extra detergents to keep your injectors, valves, and combustion chambers cleaner for longer. And no, you don't always need a premium. Just check your owner's manual. If it calls for 87, stick with that. Using lower octane than recommended is like putting watered down coffee in the office pot. Everyone suffers. Now, for an extra boost, every 3,000 miles or so, pour in a bottle of high-quality fuel system cleaner. Products like Techron or Seafoam are the real deal, about 10 bucks, and they dissolve the hidden buildup before it becomes a big repair bill. It's such a small habit, but over time it adds smoother performance, better mileage, and way fewer headaches at the mechanic. Tip number 5, professional fuel injector cleaning. So here's the thing about fuel injectors. They're like the precision chefs of your engine. Their whole job is to spray the exact right amount of fuel into each cylinder. But when they get dirty, forget about it. Your engine starts stumbling, misfiring, and wasting fuel like a teenager with a debit card. Now yes, those $10 fuel additives we talked about in the last tip help. They're like vitamins. But sometimes your injectors need more than a vitamin, they need surgery. That's where a professional fuel injector cleaning comes in. At the shop, mechanics hook up a pressurized machine that runs a strong cleaning solution directly through your fuel rail. It's not just splashing around in the tank, it's actually blasting carbon and gunk right off the injectors themselves. The process usually takes less than an hour, and while prices vary, you're generally looking at around $100 to $150. That might sound steep, but here's the kicker. Clogged injectors can drop your fuel economy by 10 to 15%. Fix clogged injectors, and you'll see MPG improve. Often the fuel saved in a few months pays for the service. So if your car is idling rough, struggling to accelerate, or drinking more fuel than usual, this service can make it feel like someone swapped in a fresher engine overnight. Tip number 6, change spark plugs and ignition coils. If your engine were a rock band, the spark plugs would be the lead singer. They're the ones actually lighting the show, igniting the fuel air mix every single time you hit the gas. And the ignition coils? Think of them as the amplifiers. Without coils boosting the voltage, your plugs wouldn't even have the spark to fire. Here's the problem. Over time, spark plugs wear down. The tips erode, the gap widens, and suddenly your engine is misfiring, wasting fuel, or taking forever to start on cold mornings. And when a coil starts to fail, your car feels like it's running on 3 cylinders instead of 4. Rough idle, sluggish acceleration, terrible gas mileage, the whole 9 yards. The good news? Replacing these parts is one of the simplest and most rewarding maintenance jobs you can do. Spark plugs usually cost just a few bucks each, and even high-quality ignition coils often run $30 to $50 a piece. A fresh set can restore lost horsepower, smooth out your idle, and bump up fuel efficiency in a way you'll actually feel. Pop off the engine cover. Unplug the ignition coils and pull them out. Remove the old plugs, thread in the new ones, hand tight first, then torque to spec. Slide in the new coils, reattach everything, and boom. You've just given your car back its voice. Tip number 7, maintain cooling system. If your engine's heart is the pistons, then the cooling system is the life support, keeping it from frying itself alive. Overheating is brutal. We're talking warped cylinder heads, blown head gaskets, and repair bills that climb into the thousands, faster than your temp gauge on a hot day. And if you live in places like Arizona, Nevada, or Texas, you know the summer heat is merciless. Your cooling system works overtime just to keep things stable. That's why maintenance here isn't optional. It's survival. Now, first rule, never open a hot radiator. Seriously, popping that cap after a long drive is like trying to open a popcorn pot without a lid. Boiling coolant will spray everywhere, and trust me, you do not want to be in its way. Always wait until the engine cools before checking. So what should you actually do? Start with the coolant itself. Over time, it breaks down and loses its ability to protect against heat and corrosion. Flush and replace it every 2 to 3 years, or as your manual says. Next, inspect your hoses for cracks or bulges. One weak spot can blow under pressure. And don't forget the radiator cap. A worn cap can't hold pressure, which means the whole system can't do its job. Maintaining this system doesn't just keep the needle out of the red, it saves your engine from catastrophic failure. Spend a little on coolant now or spend a fortune on a rebuild later. The choice is easy. Tip number 8, perform carbon cleaning. Over time, your engine accumulates carbon deposits on valves, pistons, and intake systems, especially if you do a lot of short trips or run lower quality fuel. Think of it like cholesterol clogging arteries. Your engine starts feeling sluggish, idles rough, and guzzles more gas. Worst case scenario? Engine knocking that could cost thousands to fix. Carbon cleaning is basically a detox for your ride. There are a couple of ways to do it. Fuel additives are the easy, DIY, do-it-yourself option. They help dissolve carbon buildup gradually and are cheap, about $10 to $15. Professional services like walnut blasting or intake cleaning get deep into the system and remove stubborn deposits that additives can't touch. Here's a pro tip: direct injection engines are the worst offenders, so if your car has one, carbon cleaning every 30,000 to 50,000 miles can keep it running like new. After a proper cleaning, your engine will breathe easier, accelerate smoother, and feel more responsive. Basically, a younger car without spending thousands on parts. It's one of those upgrades that feels invisible until you drive afterward. Suddenly, your pickup is snapping into gear instead of dragging like a tired dog. Tip number 9, bonus insider trick. Check for ECU software updates. Here's the secret tip even some mechanics forget. Modern cars can often run better just by updating the engine's software. That's right. Your ECU sometimes gets firmware updates from the manufacturer that optimize fuel delivery, throttle response, and even emissions performance. Check your dealer or manufacturer website. Some updates are free, some require a quick service appointment. It's quick, often under an hour, and you'll notice it the moment you press the gas. Think of it as a brain upgrade for your car. Everything else you've done, throttle body, MAF, injectors, now works even more efficiently because the ECU knows exactly how to manage it. Your engine will feel smoother, more responsive, and maybe even sip a little less fuel. If this tip saved you even a tiny headache, it's worth a thumbs up. And remember, not everyone knows about this one, so you just leveled up your car care game. Which of these tricks are you trying first? Did you already know some of them, or do you have a secret tip that keeps your car running like new? Drop your experiences in the comments. Sharing your advice could save someone else a ton of money.